A lot of mess is going around the world, and especially between Europe and Russia, and of course, America. So when I talk about Europe, of course, America is involved, and even Russia is involved here. So what is the biggest misunderstanding happening in this world right now with Russia and with European Union? There is something really nasty going between these two nations right here. First of all, let's understand very clear. Right now, Putin is talking, while I'm recording this video, he is talking at Astana, and I think that's in Kazakhstan. So he's making a live speech there, claiming that Europeans are literally dancing on the rhythm of Americans. That's what he thinks. And kind of really seems so different. Let's think for a second here. What Americans say, Europeans, they try to do that because Americans, they are literally investing on a very solid basis in the NATO defense budget. This is the biggest take from American side. That's the reason Europeans are literally listening to Americans. Now, what Putin doesn't really like, Putin doesn't like that. Putin thinks that Americans are really keeping their gun on European shoulders and trying to fight with Russia. This is what Putin thinks. But I don't know how real is that, how true or false that. But all I care is about people not to die. That's all. Because we love peace. We want, of course, even everyone wants to have a nice relation with all your neighbor countries or whatever countries you are in, right? We don't want wars. It's enough. It's too many wars. Now, coming back to the point, Ukraine will join NATO, and Putin doesn't like that. And Putin doesn't want that Ukraine to join NATO. Why he doesn't want? Because of only one reason. Because he thinks NATO is a threat to Russia. And NATO thinks that Russia is a threat to NATO. So this is a biggest misunderstanding right here. So in some of the speeches, Donald Trump really says that it's a hoax. That, oh, Russians are trying to really investigate, spying, and all crazy stuff. I understand. When they ask this question, Donald Trump, he says that very clear. It's a hoax. Let's not talk about that. He just dismisses this question and he just moves on to the next question. Because Donald Trump knows very clear that a lot of leaders, they are overthinking so much that this is going on the wrong direction on a very nasty war. And now the situation have really reached in a position where this World War III is on a brink. Now the CEO of JP Morgan, he says that be ready that anytime this nuclear war can really explode. It can just come out. So there is no chance that we can really escape. Once it's just out, done. We are dead. Unless until, of course, you're in Australia or New Zealand or, of course, in South Africa. But we are not, right? Let's talk about reality here. Putin has a big misunderstanding. America has big misunderstanding. European Union has big misunderstanding. So literally, these guys are literally misunderstanding each other here. So that's a biggest fear, the biggest thing that we are in this world right now, everyone is carrying. So what I think from my point of view, honestly, European Union, they think Russia wants to attack or invade European Union. And now Russia thinks that European Union is provoking Russia. Well, if you see from the point of view of Europe, they are correct. But if you see the point of view from Russian side, they are correct. If you see from the American side, they are correct. So it's very hard honestly to judge in these kind of cases because this war became so nasty, so useless between Russia and Ukraine. It literally is going on the other side that now it reached to the level of a third world war. And now there are a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of news is out there that they are claiming, Ukraine unleashed to the full power on Russia with the shadow missiles, with all whatever kind of stuff on Russia, and Russia is on the flames. I understand. That's not true, honestly. I think so. Let's just be real. If that would have been the cases, Ukraine would have been getting retaliated super hard. Let's be real. So let's not just spread fake news on the YouTube or something that Ukraine is getting attacked super hard or Russia is getting attacked super hard. Whatever, honestly, media shows, I think so. We got to really filter. But the reality, only the country knows inside what's happening right there, because no one is having access to the wars. They're not really going and just shooting with a camera and just putting out on the YouTube. To be very clear, my fear is the nuclear war shouldn't really happen. And that my biggest fear is, of course, if Russia releases any nuclear weapon, of course, they will gonna get retaliated back with the same response. So once they get the response, it will just be back and forth game, and everyone will be dead in 20 damn minutes. So this is my biggest fear, and I hope so. Things will get really resolved, and things are going in a nasty way. News are coming out, some are true news, some news are true, some news are really false. It's becoming so much of a hoax. It's hard to believe now what's real. What the hell is really going on in this war? Just let me know in the comments below. What do you think what Russia wants and what Ukraine wants? But I think so. Russia is very clear on its stance that Russia doesn't want Ukraine to join NATO. This is very clear. It's been telling since a long time. And Ukraine wants to join NATO. But why did Russia really attack Ukraine? Because of this fear, probably. But still, a lot of Ukrainians got killed, and that's not really fair. That's not really fair, because we don't want people to die. And this war is happening. It's going in a nasty way, and they're calling from Taliban side, from North Korean side, just to win this war. Who? Russians are calling. And now from Ukraine side, they are trying to take all the Western missiles, trying to attack on Russia, provoking them more and more. And this is going more in a nasty way. Of course, some are calling that's a bluff when he's talking about the nuclears, and some are calling that's a real threat. Like, let's say the CEO of JP Morgan, he says it's not a bluff. That's a real thing. It can happen at any moment, any given moment. Of course, this nuclear war could really explode out. And let's just take seriously. I hope so. The war will not happen. Everything will calming down to the waters, and just wait for Donald Trump to come. And he is the biggest hope what I see for this war. I think so. He will resolve the problem. And let's just hope positive. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more, just let me know in the comments below. And what do you think where this war is heading? And probably see you in the next video.